in audio. 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 In audio.
What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV and welcome to the Mandem Talk. We're live, we're kicking, and we're here. And big up to everybody who's tuning in right now. Make sure you do like the video if you're watching right now. Smash the like button, bottom right hand corner. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But yeah, man, lots to discuss. We got man like Kaz in the building. Kaz, what you saying, man? You good?
I'm very good. You know what? Yeah, after the reactionary 2-2 to the Sevilla game, thinking it's all over, things just get brighter. Like things just get brighter for Man United at the moment. Rashford's back for Thursday. Do you rush him into the game? No, obviously not. Sabitzer's groin injury was literally just a little tweak. He was just feeling it. He's training. Luke Shaw's back training as well. Obviously, he has been anyways. He's returning. Fred's looking like he's back as well from last game. And then obviously there's another name I'm missing that was out. Who is it? I saw 3 names today. There was another name.
McTominay's out. McTominay's out now.
McTominay's out, but there was a third name that was back in training. I think
Malacia,
that's it. So options are there for us, and it's looking all right, man. Because you know what, the performances have been good. Like the performances have generally been good, even though the 2-2 of it, that the performance was good overall. Like when you think about it, just the last 10 minutes was our own fault. Even with or without Rashford on Thursday, I'm feeling confident. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling good today. It's always Mandem time.
Come on. We love to see the energy. Big up to Corey in the building. Corey, what are you saying?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Nice little week off. I'm relaxed. Man United are playing how they're playing. They're playing well. I'm just looking for 2 cups coming into the season. That's all. And I think we can do that as well. We're well within our rights to feel that we can achieve at least another cup this season. We're playing well, so we'll have to see.
Come on.
Everyone.
Nah, love to see it, man. Love to see it. Neji, what you saying? What's your cat saying, man? Your cat's
He's
there.
good, man. Listen, he may be in the stream for a little bit longer, man, because I've only just got into work, from work, sorry. I had a madness at work today, so yeah, he'll probably be around for a little bit. He'll probably say hi.
Yeah,
He'll probably,
go on
yeah,
then.
once he's had his little fuss, he'll be gone, man. So hopefully, I'll just have to.
You
keep
don't want your
moving.
cat. I'll take your cat off your hands. I don't mind.
Yeah, he's probably got to in that. Anyway, man, he's gone now. He's had his fuss. So yeah, big ups, people, man. It's been a hot one, man. It's been a hot one since I've been with you, that. But I hope you're all good, man. Just make sure you like the video as well, people. Even if it's for the cat, man. Even if it's for the cat, hate the video, like the cat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just press the like button, man. Just do that. Do you know what I mean?
Come on.
We're good,
Nah,
man. We're good.
yeah,
How's everyone getting on? Everyone good?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I can't lie to you, man. Nice sunny day. It's warm outside, so can't lie, man. It's blessed right now. You know what I'm saying to you. So yeah, man, good positive vibes. And we got to start off with the news about David De Gea. Contract is imminent. For those that don't know, David De Gea contract is imminent. He will be signing a new deal soon. And what does it mean? What does it mean for Man United in terms of them maybe not getting a new keeper? You know what I mean? This is a very, very interesting debate, man. Kaz, new deal on the horizon. Is that obviously you've seen Mike Maney yesterday? Big save. Does that mean we're not getting a new keeper? Is that just kind of maybe his second choice? Is Ten Hag not thinking he's a priority? What are you saying, bro?
No, I think it's not a shock that De Gea's getting a new deal. I don't care that we've been packed in 7-0, 6-3 and stuff. Like, he's put in some very good performances for us this season, but people always want to highlight the bad. Look, eventually someone's gonna have to take over. Has to, but it's not a mystery why we're linked with so many new keepers, though. Every week we're linked with a new keeper. So, do you think Jack Butland's gonna stay? I don't think so. Do you think Tim Heaton's gonna stay? I don't think so. Like we need somebody to take over the reins eventually. So whoever that's gonna be, it's probably gonna have to be someone young and probably someone that's not gonna be too much money or too much of a fuss. I think if De Gea was to go, maybe that keeper can take the shoes and fill them in correctly. But right now, De Gea is not one of our massive biggest issues. I think Neji was saying it. Like he's not. You said it like a couple of weeks ago. He's not a It's not a priority right now. Right now, I'm thinking of priority in centre back now because I can't trust Varane to stay fit for the whole season. You get what I mean? So right now, I'm thinking of the spine. I'm thinking obviously other than the DM, the striker. I'm thinking now. Okay, so centre mid. Sorry, I'm thinking of the centre back, the right centre back. We need one more than ever before we look at a keeper.
Facts, 100%, man. Corey, what are you saying? Are you in agreement?
I don't mind the De Gea new contract. You know, I feel that having De Gea in there, he first of all is taking a pay cut, and second of all, the fact that we still have, in my personal opinion, top 2 shot stoppers in the Premier League. I haven't got a problem with that. Yes, the kicking part is a bit of a problem, but I feel that not every keeper has every single attribute like perfect. You know, every keeper's gonna have a little problem with them, and I feel also that De Gea is most definitely not a problem that we should all be thinking, oh, we need a new keeper ASAP. I don't really think it's like that. I think there's 100% other things we need to address before we even start to think, oh, De Gea, you've got to go too. You know, so I'm happy with De Gea taking a little decrease because it was expensive. His contract's a bit expensive. Let's be real. You know, what was it, 250k a week?
I think it's a bit more than that, you know.
He's on like 300, I think 350 with bonuses maybe.
300, boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
300k a week. That is a lot of money. And already we're having problems with how much we can afford to spend in the transfer window for financial fair play. So they are taking a little decrease. If that's helping us really and truly, because he's still got, even though we've been smacked 7-0, 6-3 and all of those score lines, he's still got the most clean sheets in the Prem right now. So I don't really think that's a huge problem to address right now. We've got other things we need to look at anyway. Just like I said, the centre-back issue, Varane being injured. I think the guy's been injured like 6 times this season. You know, that's a problem for us because the drop-off from Varane to anyone else is insane. Like, if it wasn't for Luke Shaw going sometimes as a left centre back, or playing centre back anyway, we'd be in a lot of trouble because we would have to start playing Maguire more. Lindelof, I'd rather keep Lindelof than Maguire, but you know, it's tick for tack with them too.
100%. Again, it comes down to priority, innit? The manager, obviously, right now, Luke Shaw's got a contract. Dalot's gonna get a contract. I don't know if it's the manager or the club in. I don't know. Neji, what would you assume? Would it be the manager kind of in the final say, or would you think it's the
Bro, let's just keep it real, yeah. Like if this was a player that people loved and rated, yeah, minus deficient. For example, Christian Eriksen has shown that he's got his deficiencies this season, yeah. Let's keep it real. And that's again whether you speak about him tackling or being able to read the play 24/7 when you're playing against another team that like to attack. But no one really goes in on it. And if Christian Eriksen was getting a new deal, saying, you know what, I reduced my wages, everyone would be like, oh, what a nice guy, man. He's reducing his wages. Yeah, he's probably not going to be a starter in the next 2-3 seasons, but we could do with him still. Like, that's the same energy I'm bringing for De Gea right now. And it makes me laugh, yeah, because a lot of people have gotten now to the habit where they're now discrediting the manager that they were once saying wouldn't want De Gea. But now the manager's showing that he can use De Gea to a comfortable level. That comfortable doesn't mean elite, by the way. So I'm not doing extremes. Let's just keep it mature. Yeah? I'm just saying he's shown why he's no longer the priority, as Kaz was saying. He's not a priority. Now, people are making emotional judgments based on their own preference. And as a fan, it's okay to do that. That's what we do because we speak about how we feel. It's us, us, us. But when you're making an objective view or take an objective view on any player that is regarding what's actually happening at the club, you can't always take your own preference and feelings into a debate or a discussion. And if you are, no one can really argue your debate. If one man likes mayonnaise and one man likes ketchup, you can probably talk about which one's creamier and all of that. But really and truly, does it really matter? Because it's just your preference. When you're talking with certain facts, you have to then weigh up the pros and cons of a player. And that's every player. And right this season, so far, De Gea's done enough to earn the contract. I respect that he's got to take down his wage. He's got to reduce that wage because it's way too much. I think he's been okay to do that. And respectfully, I'm in the boat of if you want to get a replacement for De Gea, I've got no problem. But make sure you replace the qualities that he brings to this squad because it's not all shit that he does. He actually brings qualities to this squad. And if you do that, if you do actually bring them qualities in, then find a keeper that can do that and then do the other things you want in a keeper. Because what you don't want to be doing is going, oh, I've got a guy that can kick 50 yards, 5 yards, and then 2-2s is missing clear save opportunities. Or those elite moments, those world-class reflexes that you need and that you missed that have saved us so many points, you're going to start begging for it. So let's just get some balance and perspective and just go, you know what? Let me go and get either Mangelen so he goes straight into number one, or you bring someone else as a number two with the future to go, let me push De Gea out. Because De Gea's going to have to go either way. And that isn't my preference. That's regardless of my preference. He has to go at some point. But you've got to be really careful and be smart, not emotional, and go, if I get rid of him now, can I replace the qualities he already has? Because you have to respect the qualities he already has as much as you disrespect their things that you don't like. And put both together and go, let me do this. If you're not doing that, I don't really think you're being fair. And I can't really take someone's opinion seriously. I can't. Because it does need objectivity right now.
Yeah. Big up Musa and Tyrone jumping in. Musa, what are you saying, man? They're going to get a new contract. Yesterday, seeing Mike Mania, you seen some top keeper yesterday there. You know what I mean? Do you think priority is for Ten Hag to change the keeper, or is he happy with what he's got? You think he's happy with a lot of, because we always think that the manager's not happy with a lot of things at Man United, but he seems to be happy with Bruno. That a lot of people said he didn't want at the club. A lot of people said, you know what, he wouldn't work under Bruno. You know, Rashford, another player that he's worked out well. You know, there's a lot of players that we think that manager doesn't like, but he actually does like him, man.
Yeah, man. I think with De Gea, I think I've only ever heard Ten Hag speak positive about him. I've never also heard him like shirk a question and kind of go around like corners and say and answer something totally to what he's been asked. I think he's done that before, a couple times with a few players like Maguire and that. where he's asked one question and he's like, yeah, he's training well. And it's like, that's not what man asked you. You know what I'm saying? But he's never done that with De Gea. So I believe that he's happy with him because he always says the most important thing for a goalkeeper is to keep the ball at the back of the net. And that's what he does. And I feel like I think we're so used to him pulling off those big saves and, saving us in so many games that we've kind of underestimated how important that position is or how good De Gea actually is. And as you lot remember, when we lost Schmeichel, bro, we went through years of trying to find a shot stopper and someone that can save us. And I just feel like if people think that the next goalkeeper that's going to come to Old Trafford is just going to come and replace De Gea and be saving us from games and winning games, I think people have got it twisted. It's going to be very difficult. And I think anyone that comes in those sticks, listen, as soon as you come, you're already like, I don't know, you go from like 500,000 followers to 1 million, like 1.5 million followers, to people like tweeting and talking about you all over, like, are you good enough? Like the pressure's always on for any type of Man United player. And I think like the biggest pressure is always for the goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's not a lot of goalkeepers that can just walk into Old Trafford tomorrow and handle that pressure. I think it's something that you gradually have to kind of get used to. And it's going to have to take you a season, maybe 2 seasons to get used to the pressure and then obviously become that keeper that we want. But we already got that with De Gea. He understands the pressure that it takes to be a Man United goalkeeper. I'm not even fussed about the goalkeeping position at all. I feel like looking at that and thinking about that is just a waste of funds right now, man. I don't see how if we had a better keeper than De Gea, we would be like 3 or 4 points up.
Yeah, it's a good point there, Tyrone. But everyone's asking for a modern day keeper now. Everyone thinks that's the next step. Obviously he's getting a new deal now. What's your opinion on the deal and whatnot, and whether that would mean United would go and get another keeper alongside De Gea? It just, for me, doesn't make sense. De Gea as your number 2, and then
I wouldn't be giving De Gea a new deal if I think he was going to be my number 2 and you're going to pay him 200 grand a week. Save it's cutting down from the 375. That's still a lot of money. And I think also when you look at his age, I know keepers go to like 40. I know you get the Buffons and you get players like that, but I think with De Gea being like 32, I think he is now. Like this is his time now to, his next 2-3 years are going to be his last at the football club. But if he can give us his best 2 or 3 years, then I can accept it because, I'm not trying to say he's got it on sentiment, but obviously he's been here through the hardships, he's been here through the good times, and he has put in some stellar performances in. But the only thing people moan about him, which have been here for 12 years now, he doesn't really command his area. He never really has. But we've still won multiple trophies, and we've still had good seasons out of him when he's not commanded his area. His kicking's never been that amazing, to be fair. He had his best season in kicking, I think, in terms of distribution, should I say, in terms of Louis van Gaal, when Louis van Gaal brought in like a coach to work with him, and then he left. And then it sort of went downhill a bit. But other than that, I feel like De Gea has always been De Gea. It's not like he's been amazing and all of a sudden now he's crap. He's always had little moments in him, which we've had since he moved here under Sir Alex Ferguson. Remember in his first few games, he was just getting bullied and everyone was like, he's never going to make it in his first season. He came good. So for me, De Gea is just De Gea. You're going to take the rough with the smooth. There's going to be games where he's going to keep you in the game. He's going to make a game-changing save. I think the game I was at, the Brentford game, Kevin Shade went through one on one side when me and you were together. Yeah. And, he's been quiet all game, but you have to be ready for them big moments. And he made a big save there. It could be 1-1 with 20 minutes to go. So, for me, priorities lie elsewhere, man. I don't think that if we change the keeper, we then get every player we want on the outfield. And for me, I'm more focused on the outfield than I am the goalkeeper right now. I think if we get the right players on the outfield, we can definitely improve and get by than not having De Gea in goal. So for me, I'm cool with the new deal, but I don't want it to limit Ten Hag saying, right, because he's got a new deal, that means you don't get a keeper for 3 years. If De Gea gets the new deal, like players on the outfield as well, and they're not performing, then at the end of the day, you go and get another player. It doesn't mean just because you got a new deal, you're safe. And I think that's where people get confused. New deal doesn't mean that he's safe for 3 years because he's got a 3-year deal. He's got a new deal because the manager thinks he's earned it and he's warranted it. But if his performance is slack off next season, then we go and get a new keeper, and all of us will agree.
Did we not trigger his contract? We not trigger the extension, anyways. I don't think he's going to get a 3-year deal. I think it's only 2 years, isn't it? Extra.
There you go, Cass. I'm not even mind that. If it's 2 years, even better. I just don't know if De Gea at his age will accept a 2-year deal, because when you get to that 31, That's kind of like your last big
If he
contract.
doesn't want to accept
Yeah.
it, then he can leave.
Not for a goalkeeper. But my thing is,
Yeah.
like, who are these goalkeepers that are like commanding their areas, keeping
Bro,
bare clean sheets?
Let me sum it up.
Who are these goalkeepers?
Everyone wants the AC Milan keeper, Mike Maignan. He's actually going to get offered a new
He's
contract.
actually
What's his
untouchable.
record? What's his record?
Is Mike
What's
Maignan
his
going to
record?
to us? No.
Yeah, but what's his record compared to De Gea in terms of keeping clean sheets this season?
He's a very
In
good
terms of no, but what is it compared to him though? What is it like? See, when we say he doesn't command, he don't do this. Who is this goalkeeper who wins every ball that he comes out and gets? You know, that stops every shot, that every pass that he plays out.
All right, I've got
he
one
makes
for you
it.
then. Last
Who is
season,
this goalkeeper?
last season, he won the league with AC Milan, right? Or was it the league, or was it the league before?
He won
Last
the league
season.
with Lille.
Last
Yeah, and he kept 17 clean sheets last season. This season, he got injured. By the way, bear in
Yeah,
mind.
he's been injured all year.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So that's one season.
Was he-
Now, he won the league with Lille the year before that, Musa, as well.
Yeah, he's been the champions
No, I'm
in
just
two
saying,
different
what I'm trying
countries.
to say to you is that when I look at De Gea and we compare him to other goalkeepers, I try to think like, who are these goalkeepers who don't have faults in them, who command every ball and get every ball that they come out to. I think they're going to be better in different attributes, and De Gea is going to be better in different parts. But if you get another goalkeeper who's not as good as on one-on-ones and maybe like, you know, saving us from games, but he's better at I just feel like it swings and roundabouts. David, again, when I look at him if I looked at him as a striker, what type of striker would you compare David De Gea to? If he was a striker, what's his levels?
Yeah, but let's keep it a buck.
He's
De
not
Gea's only good.
Martial.
Out of the 1 and 3, look, let's keep it a buck here. I like De Gea, yeah, but he's only good at 1 out of 3 areas. That's shot stopping.
No, but my thing is, if he was a striker, who would you compare him to then?
But he's not a striker. He's a goalkeeper.
He's a goalkeeper. And he's one of the best
so
in
I'm
the world, but
I'm not gonna do those comparisons. Mike Magnan's got everything.
Okay, cool. But this season,
He's got everything.
we've seen the clean sheets that he's kept with a better back four in front of him.
Did you?
Because he didn't have that for a long period of
You
time.
want some
He had
stats,
Maguire
yeah?
and all of
You want
that.
some stats? De Gea, yeah, we want some stats, yeah. De Gea is the worst in the Premier League from collecting the ball from corners. Collecting from crosses.
Yeah, commanding
as
is not great. It's not great.
Commanding his area.
No,
He's
his command is
all
not great, but is that led to him having the least clean sheets?
No, but
Exactly.
we kept clean sheets because we
But what
been
is that
quite
led to?
pragmatic
What
and
does
solid,
that
to be
start
fair.
thinking?
No, I'm not
But
saying De Gea. I'm not
no.
saying De Gea. I'm not saying De Gea is garbage and he's not going to be no good or anything like that.
Because there's
Yada
people
yada
that's
yada.
great. There's people
But
that's going to have a stat like that. That's a great stat, but they're just getting peppered.
But
and
you
not
need to.
keeping clean
But
sheets.
at the same time, you can. At the same time, I want De Gea in the back of the net because I do want shot stopping currently because our defense and the defense like it still needs work. Do you get what I mean? So we need someone like De Gea there, but at the same time, I want to move on with the times. Like it's a bit like when Pep got rid of what's it called? Joe Hart, great shot stopper, but he moved on with the times. And yes, it was shaky at
He's the
first.
issue with that, Kaz,
Yeah, but
yeah?
no, wait. There was the issue at first, but look how they dominated game. Cool. Now let's go on.
Bro, they went Joe Hart, then
Liverpool.
Bravo, then got rid of Bravo. Then
Yeah, but and then look what they've done in the last decade. So,
but
anyways,
can United at this stage afford to? Man City were at a stage where they were going through a level of rebuild. They had the P's. They're doing their thing. We aren't in a situation where we can go, oh, let me just go spend 50 million on a Bravo or a Nathan Ake, put them out, not use them because they don't get that scrutiny, and then we have to come in and then the media be like, oh, bet you wish you had De Gea now. And then add the pressure to the next keeper coming in. It's different gravy, bro.
Yeah,
We're
I
going to
hear
get a
it,
new
but
keeper.
I
And
hear
by
it,
the way,
I don't think.
by the way,
I
I'm
don't
with
think-
you on the
no.
Mangalen. The only way I'd say, and like I said
Who?
earlier, is
Who?
if we were actually to sell De Gea now, Mangalen would be the only player based on experience, based on attributes that could not, I wouldn't say match elite level in terms of shot stopping and everything else, but could still add enough to maintain the quality that we have with the De Gea in goal. Other than that, you ain't finding no one. And if we have to go spend 20 million on a Raya or someone like that,
I don't
and then
think
they don't
our
put the
next
mustard,
goalkeeper.
the
Are we
fans
in a
are gonna
rebuild
look
or
like
not?
idiots, bro. They look
Are
like
we in a
idiots.
rebuild? Are we in a rebuild or not?
Of course.
Okay, then if you want to implement a proper
Not in a
style for the proper
goalkeeper.
manager
Not
that
in a
he wants to
goalkeeper.
implement potentially as well,
But,
do you not want to go and
but
give him
that's
the
what I'm
tools
saying.
that he
Why
wants?
you talk about what the manager wants when he's the one offering the contract? That makes no
No,
sense.
no, because it's important.
He
I think it's important to keep the important characters still in and around the dressing room, and still when
What,
someone
you think
new
he's
comes
there
in,
for character only.
bro,
You think
there's
he's got the
people.
contract? You think Ten
If
Hag
it's
is-
190 grand, what is that to Man United?
Brethren,
Phil
you-
Jones
you-
is
you're
still
telling-
there
big
on
man,
100
you're
grand
telling
per
me-
week, bro.
Cuz, big man thing, yeah. You're telling me Ten Hag is that gullible that he's just gonna keep De Gea around for his character?
I'm
must
not
have
gonna.
earned
I'm
it,
not gonna
bro.
be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. If you've got a number 2 that you can stick around, sometimes you might have to fork out a little bit, just a little bit extra, so you can still keep the same players because you can't replace them just at the moment. Yeah, you might have to
I
fork out the
know.
extra more
You know
more
what
than
I
you
know?
want. You might have to do that, but in 2
The
years'
next-
time, he'll be gone,
boys,
and it'll
But
be.
yeah,
and
but
it'll
that's what I'm saying.
take
2
us-
years time, we're not. Yeah, but
It's
2 years
gonna-
time, that's what we're saying. But we're talking about right now. If we were to replace De Gea right now, what we're doing? In 2 years time,
Huh?
everyone's
I
in
think,
agreement. At some
I
point,
think
De
the
Gea's got to
game
go.
for me.
There's no need
I
to
think
replace
in our
him
next
now,
phase
though.
of rebuild,
There's no easy
There is
replacement.
no-
There's no easy replacement for De
There's
Gea
no
because when you
need
think
to
of
do that though, because we like
then why
when we
replace
think about it,
that's not
look
broken?
at our budget right now. We don't even know our budget.
That's
Let's
the
be
thing.
real. No one
Yep.
actually knows our budget
Yeah,
right
that's the
now.
thing though, because they're
Corey,
glazing, obviously.
Corey, you
You
know
don't
what I'm
have the
doing,
dough
yeah?
now.
We're
I'm not
selling
thinking-
De Gea when we don't even know who else we can actually bring in, because for all we know, imagine the Glazers are still there, God forbid, and they just turn around and go, boom, we ain't got money like that.
Then what?
Sorry, De Gea,
That's
you're
why I
gone.
don't prioritize the keeper, Corey, because if we had the funds, I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Cass. If
Yeah.
I had all the funds in the world right now, I'm like, right, De Gea, you're
Oh,
gone,
for
and
sure.
I'm getting another
I agree.
keeper. And I think
agree.
everyone would agree, but
That's-
because we
I
can't
agree.
do that,
Man
I'm
United's
having
next
to
goalkeeper
prioritize
will
other
not
areas.
replace
It's
De
not
Gea.
FIFA, boys. It's reality. And the reality
Yeah,
slaps.
our next goalkeeper won't replace De Gea. We're going to need to buy 2 goalkeepers after until we can fully replace him.
For sure.
If you think the next keeper we get is going to be a
You can't-
replacement
Let
like
me
that,
say,
that's
you
based
do
on
you
history.
think we could buy
What,
a number
a bit-
2, Musa?
Something
You
like
think we
that.
could buy a number
Yeah.
2 and then De Gea works with him whilst he's there? Because you got the culture side, you got the understanding of the club. Like,
who's
De
happy?
Gea
Who's
works
happy?
with him. He's in and around an environment where at least he's not going to be put under so much pressure as the main number 1. Because there's
You're
a
going
keeper
on
like
like
you said, bro.
De Gea
We've
has
gone from
mental, has
Schmeichel
great
to
to
mentality.
Nish
He
Batty
doesn't.
to then Van der Sar.
But let's be honest, De Gea's a bottle job though. Like he is a bottle job in overall. His
In what-
mentality.
in what
is like,
light?
look,
In what
look,
sense?
like I said, yeah, I like De Gea, yeah. I like De Gea. I want him to stay. as
How's
well
your
because-
bottle?
Oh,
How's
Bridget,
your
forget
When
when
it
you
comes to
how
player
you
decisions,
when it comes to
you have to
four times in a
sugarcoat
You
row.
it.
talk up, no, you man, yeah. You
Oh,
talk about
boy,
important moments.
everyone's spitting bars right now. I don't know where to look.
No. You man talk about important moments, yeah, and certain characters need to get at the same players have been around for so many years. We need to replace them. We need to change the I don't know what they call it. You need to change the mindset of the players and just move on. He is one of them, G. In important moments, yes, he has saved us, but we have to forget stuff as well, yeah. In important moments,
said,
he has
yes,
made
he
us
has
suffer
saved
as
us.
well.
But-
Yeah, he
I'm
has.
doing,
He
no,
has.
because I'm being tit for tat, bro. Because I've been pro De Gea, but
What,
yet
this
I'm still
season?
giving his negatives.
This
What do you
season.
mean this season? Yes, he's thrown a couple howlers in there. Yes, he has. But at the same
No,
time,
it's
those
not full of howlers, but
negatives-
you're saying
Yeah,
he's
I
I'm
can't
just
remember that.
saying.
up there.
I'm just
Just-
saying, yeah. Like, I'm not forgetting what he's done for us. That's great and everything. Like, but players have to move on. You want to change the players and the whole scenario at Man United. He's one of them that we have to move on in the end because he's been through about 4 or 5 managers. So, anyways, he's also when it's come to a final, when it's come to stuff like that, where it's really important, where we need to try. Like, he has effed up massively as well.
What
at the same
finals?
time, at the same
But I
time,
just
he has
see it
saved
as
us
like,
massively.
Isn't De Gea like 4th or 5th down that list though? Like
No,
in terms of replacing, would you not
Go
prefer to
check-
replace all these other aspects? But besides from De Gea, like, do you not think De Gea is one of the more last people you'd think about replacing? Because
No, I didn't say. I'm not saying the priority, but you're taking that out of what we're talking about currently right now, Corey. I'm not talking about that's the priority. I've already said at the start of the stream. What did I say? I said it's not my priority to get him to get changed at the moment because it's not the issue. We're just talking about the issue
The
right
fact
now of
is-
De
the
Gea
fact is,
for the
Cass is
for the sake
saying
of the conversation.
We need a new
That's it.
goalkeeper. It's just not.
Bro,
a
I couldn't hear.
priority.
No, but what-
Everyone was talking, didn't it? I didn't hear
One
nothing.
thing Kaz said was that he's a serial bottle job. So I'm saying this season,
Oh,
Yes.
how
I'm
much
gonna-
has it
I'll
been
let
a
you
serial
know.
bottle job?
That's a bit
No,
harsh.
he is a bottle job in terms
No.
of mentality, in terms
No,
of
so this season, I'll be
games.
honest with you, Kaz. This season, I don't care about what De Gea did in his good seasons and before in other managers, and I'll tell you why. Because I believe if you're going to give a manager a new opportunity, you have to see what he can do with every player. And I even said in pre-season, bro, about Luke Shaw, yeah? I said to them, look, Luke Shaw, let's put the facts out there. We know Luke Shaw at his best is when he's at his fittest.
That's another guy I get rid of.
If you
soon.
understand
Yeah,
that flipping Ten Hag is a demon at getting the best out of his players in terms of a level of fitness and certain structure within a player, combine those two, is there a potential for Luke Shaw to be decent enough for Ten Hag this season? And respectfully, we've done the same with Bissaka, same with Fred, same with De Gea to a certain degree. There are certain players that we were all ready to bin off, and rightly so, Rashford included, that he's managed to turn around. And this is why I don't go back and go, well, De Gea's made this mistake and he's won trophies. I don't look at it. I'm looking, if I'm trusting this manager, every single player gets an opportunity based on the manager. Because if I don't trust the manager, then it's a case of I don't care who stays and goes. But if I'm trusting what the manager's doing because I believe in him, then I have to believe that he's going to get the best out of every player. And he will make the right choices with every single player. That's the goalkeeper included. He's clearly doing that, bro. So therefore, this season...
But you said Luke Shaw. That's another player. That's another player I'm getting rid of. Is Luke Shaw.
So was Alisson. So was Raya, who you wanted for 20 million.
Eventually. Because Luke Shaw,
everyone's going to go eventually.
Is the game improved, guys?
Guys,
is the game improved? Is the game improved this season?
No, yeah, he has.
Has he improved this season, the game?
I think he has been.
What we're talking about, if we had the option...
Has he improved? So in season one, so we're saying in season one, we're saying season one, he's improved already, where we can clearly say we can see, and we're not prepared to give him season 2 for free.
Bro, I'm happy.
Because we might not have to replace him. He might
I'm cool with giving him season 2 because, like we've all said, we admit it's not a priority. If this issue is a problem again next season, then we're going to have to discuss it because, like we said, we're giving him a new contract. A new contract does not mean you have to stay for the whole time. But has he warranted it? Like Nigel made a great point. We players like Martial, Shaw, blah blah blah, players that people wanted gone. We said, right, new manager, we're giving everyone a clean slate. So based off this season, has he been more good or bad? He's been more good, even though we know, like Cass said, he's got his distribution problem and he doesn't find his area. But that's never going to change. So yes, he's earned his way to stay at the club. It'll be more wrong to sell him than keep him. But Cass, I'm with you. Do I want a new keeper? The actual answer is yes. But do I think we get one this summer? The answer is no. So I think you're right in what you're saying.
Overall,
overall. But the fact is, we're talking about like right now.
The conversation is, for everybody, it's not what's going to happen this summer and everything. The conversation was basically, he's getting if you could get a new goalkeeper, pretty much, are you going to replace him if you've got the money and the funds that we think that we're going to have in the summer? Then I'm 100% chopping and changing a lot of these men if I can. You can't buy a whole team, by the way.
And you know what? I want to say as well. I want to make a good point on. Is when you think about a goalkeeper, they're actually important because they see the whole pitch, and in terms of a good team, when you think of good teams that win things, they've always got a solid base of a goalkeeper. Look at one team, that sold their goalkeeper, who was their captain, and look at them this season. Leicester City got rid of Kasper Schmeichel, and it goes so under the radar. The captain, the leader of that dressing room, won the Premier League, done everything like that. Now they've got Iverson or Ward or whatever. The centre backs are not having no communication. Everything's not there. When you get rid of a goalkeeper, you've got to make sure that you're getting the right goalkeeper to come in, because otherwise the whole pizza base is not there. And you've seen it with Leicester City. I know the squad's not been doing that great, but Kasper Schmeichel, losing him goes under the radar, man. And it just shows.
What about Arsenal? What about Arsenal getting Ramsdale? What about Edison? A great shot. But they're still at the their style of play is still possession, rinse, and repeat. That's what Man City and Arsenal have been doing. It is fair, G. Because let me tell you, Ramsdale isn't the best goalkeeper ever. Neither is Edison. Yeah, let's go par for par, easy. There's not many goalkeepers like Alisson in this world. Cool. So when they're top of the league and they're dominating, we're talking about Arsenal create so many chances. They look dangerous. We've been saying it all season. Edison, he's had howlers. Bro, my man's are probably about to go to a Champions League final more than likely because Real Madrid look arse. Yeah. And they're top of the league. Arsenal, no one expected Arsenal to be from here to there. I'm not saying Ramsdale's the sickest keeper in the world, but clearly you don't need the best goalkeeper in the world if you're dominating a game and still winning games. The only issue with them, Arsenal, that they just got garbage backup options. So do you really 100%. Need a six shot goalkeeper, like shot stopping goalkeeper to win a league? No, you don't.
Yes, you do, bro. What you do? You don't think that he is saving that shot against? Because
Edison's 4 out of 5 trophies in the last 5 years of Premier Leagues and FA Cups and stuff. It's really good.
He's a shot stopper.
No, because when you're dominating the game, how many chances goes that a goalkeeper?
All right. Let's put it into perspective then. Yeah, right now, if you're telling me, right, if you added Harry Kane and his goal tally, even better, because we do hypotheticals. Yeah, let's go Haaland. You had Haaland to Manchester United this season, right?
We're not winning the league.
Wait. I'm not saying we win the league. Wait there, and then you replace De Gea. If either one. Yeah, who's going to be closer this season? Would we be closer either with Mangolin in goal, but the same setup that we've got right now, or Haaland up front and De Gea in goal?
No, but you need it. Look, there's even you need a shot stopper. I like that comment. You need a shot preventer, bro. like Edison,
No,
he has
answer
2
the
out of 3
question, bro.
things. He's good at commanding his area,
I'm not,
yeah,
bro,
for
I'm not
one.
talking about what he's
He's
good
good
at, man. Just
Brothers
answer the
already
question,
won the
please. I
league,
beg.
man.
What's the question? What's the question? I was that you
Okay,
kind of
so
rambled on.
and then, take all the man, them, yeah, people in the chat. Manchester United season, as we know it is right now, yeah. If we got rid of De Gea and put Mangolin in there, bear in mind I want Mangolin, yeah. But let's just say we put him in there as a number one or closest number one replacement that we can speak of right now, yeah. Let's say we put him in there, but then we had the same front three that we've got and everything else, as opposed to putting Haaland up front as a striker but having De Gea in goal. Would we be closer to the top of the league this season right now? Big man thing. Bear in
Nah,
mind all
not
the
just by
chances we've
changing
missed.
our keeper. No way.
This is
No,
the
no,
point.
change our keeper.
I'm not
Change
putting
our
that
keeper.
keeper. That's not
Change
putting
our
that
keeper.
keeper to land.
Changing our
Change our
keeper.
keeper, we control more games, by the way. I'm just going to tell you that for a
Doesn't
fact.
matter. You can, bro. You
Yes,
can
it
control the
does.
game
Yes,
and
it
still not
does,
win the
bro.
game, bro.
Yes, it does, bro. I've seen Victor Valdez go
God.
dominate, and he's
No,
garbage,
that's
bro. And he's only good with his feet.
Bridging.
Anyways,
Don't lie, man.
Let me just get the
anyways.
comments chatting. Kaz,
What?
can I-
Cass is
this
mad.
question
It's
will answer
trolling.
everyone's
Cass
question.
is
Mad.
Nate H said the question is, what
He's
players
dying with me.
would you keep? Do you keep from this squad to compete?
Bro,
for
Saeed, that's
Champions
another
League?
stream.
No.
general.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And the Premiership and the FA Cup, full stop.
I keep guys that's won the Premier. First and foremost, I keep the guys that's won the league. I keep them like guys that have been a big part of winning league. So Varane, Casemiro, yeah, people that's done it at a high level
People
already.
that
They
like
know done it
trophies,
because
yeah.
you see Casemiro. Let me tell you something. You see Casemiro, when a player gets past him and skins the defender, and he knows the gay is there. Do you think he's not like full conviction that the gay is gonna pull something off? Like these men believe in him. These men are like they believe in who's behind them in the sticks. They're not scared.
Yeah.
When people get past them and they know that they gotta get past their keeper, they fully know that my man's gonna stand up and be counted. They're not sure, they're not thinking, it's a goal. They're thinking, boy, he's got to pull a save off here. So I'm fully behind the guy, and I don't change him at all. I think the guy in phase 3 of our rebuild. We're still in phase 1. Phase 3, I start talking about what's this keeper saying, because we're trying to be the best of the best. But you see, phase 1, this is like Robinho phase when Man City got Robinho and that. Like this is too early, man. I think it's too early this phase. Like you can't be thinking about changing in phase 1.
No,
Even Jawad got the first season, so let's go from there. We all want to move on from there. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I've done
Let's move on
I'm
topic.
pro.
So,
I'm not pro De Gea. I'm not anti De
last
Gea.
week as well. I swear we done De Gea talk last week
Yeah.
as well.
Now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on now because we want to move on to the game, guys. It's over 400 in here. Please smash
Run up the lights,
video.
man.
You know what I mean? It don't cost you a penny. It helps the algorithm, so please do smash the like button on the video. We have to talk about tomorrow.
Come on, man. You've got all types of flavors, people in here, man. Look at this. We got.
Come touch me now.
Look at the culture, man, on the panel, man.
Yeah, man, 100%, man. Yo, we got to talk about tomorrow. Tyrone, man, Sevilla, man. We got to do this, man. We got to do this show.
Yeah, man. 1 second, Saeed. 1 second, brother.
Oh gosh.
Oh god. If my man puts the shirt on now, bro.
No.
I thought
We're on
man
the flight, man. We're on the flight.
The man got okay. You got the
We're on the
question.
flight, man. You get me? We're posting up, man. Yo, he's scoring tomorrow. Yeah, killing. Yeah, man. We're there. But nah, real talk.
Is it NHS? Is it NHS Martial?
Nah,
And that's the Martial version.
bro. Yeah, it is. Yeah, NHS. This is the Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
Yeah.
United.
And I was saying we already collect hat tricks, Corey, man. But real talk. I'm excited for the game. I can't lie. I actually looked at that squad, right, and I just done a show on it on Trafford Tunnel, and we were talking about obviously Bruno's not there, and obviously Varane and Martinez. But away from that, that's like a perfect squad. Everyone is literally available. Forget McTominay for now, but literally, I'm looking at that squad right now, and I'm thinking we can go there and beat them. When you actually look at Sevilla from last week, that game should have been dead and buried. Let's not get it twisted. You know, they scored 2. We scored their goals for them, and they had little spells. And you know, that first half, we should have killed the game. The Everton game is exactly the same at home. We should have killed that game in the league as well. We missed an abundance amount of chances. But for me, people are worried and always saying the heritage with Sevilla. One thing I want to make clear is this. Yes, it's going to be a hostile atmosphere. Yes, I know they've won the Europa League a lot of times. However, it's 11v11 on that pitch. It's like us, man. 6 man versus another 6 man. It doesn't matter what 70,000 are screaming. I believe our players can go out there and do a job. We are better than them. Their best players are what? Campos, Suso. They've got Rakitic and Fernando, in midfield. They've got Acuna left back. I think Montiel, the right back's even suspended. Another player is. For me, I'll be disappointed if we go out, man. I would, because I think we can beat this Sevilla side. And we've just got to go there. And it depends how we play the game. We've played Liverpool away, try being pragmatic and soak it up. We went to Newcastle away a few weeks ago. We let the atmosphere do us, and we tried soaking it up. I want us to actually go out on the front foot and do what we did against Nottingham Forest. Now, I get it. It's Nottingham Forest. It's not Sevilla. But we went to Nottingham Forest. We controlled the ball. Eriksen was back in there. We were sustaining attacks. As soon as they won the ball, we were recycling it quicker, giving goals, and we're back on the attack. We were just sustaining. I want us to go to Sevilla tomorrow and dominate the ball and try and, break them down. I don't want us to let them have the ball and we're playing on the counter-attack. No, because we've suffered this year when we've done that. So do I think Man United can go there and get the job done? 100%. Am I happy that, Rush is back in? He can give us 20 minutes off the bench, of course. Sancho and Anthony, big game for them, of course. Martial, we need you to retain that ball and do what you're good at. This is your perfect type of game, bro. And for me, Sabitzer goes back into the number 10 with Casemiro and Eriksen behind. Do not change what's not broken, man. Them guys have got that chemistry there. Because people have said, Sabitzer, should we play Eriksen in the 10 and bring in Fred? Fred has not played in a long time, and you don't change that main partnership at the heart of the midfield. Keep Casemiro and Eriksen together, and we can go there and win, man. Bring it on. But I've got one question I'm going to ask you guys at the end anyway. I'll let you go around the panel. But yeah, man, we can do this, Saeed, 100%.
I bet I know 100%. What question it is already.
Big up, Jarvis. Go on, what is it? Go on, Cass.
You're going to ask, should Martial stay in the summer?
Nah. Don't worry. Martial's staying, so we're all good with that. So don't worry.
Martial's staying.
Cass, your pillow's coming, man. Don't worry, man.
I need my pillow.
Yeah, he's coming. But yeah, I'll let you go around, Saeed. But I'm going to start off with a bang. We can do this.
Yeah. No, I'm also, what are you saying, man? What are you saying? Listen, Sevilla, man, they can do it in this competition, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you think United will miss Bruno Fernandes? It's going to be a big miss, man.
I think, you know what it is? European nights are always dodgy, man. Sometimes you deserve to go through and you don't. Sometimes you play good football and and this Sevilla, because what happened the last game, I wasn't watching it. Remember, I was asking you in the group chat what's going on. Because I was in the masjid. I said, you know what? This is light work. Let me just go and chill, relax, and not even have to watch the game. I was just thinking Europa League, I'm going to miss this one. I thought it was straightforward. So when you put in a group 2-0 up early on, I thought it was a game. Then I just see from nowhere, who was cussing? Someone was saying, "Raw, this is Ten Hag's fault." I said, what's going on here? What happened? So I don't know. Yeah, so I really don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I really don't know, because with all the great football that we play at times and in moments in the game, we still don't have a dangerous striker. Like Marcus Rashford's still the main man that's banging in goals and putting it away for us. And we don't have no one that scores hat-tricks in our team who can just put a game to bed. We don't have it. And this is why when you said to me, Saeed, last time, what's the difference between Osimhen and Harry Kane? You said Harry Kane scores hat-tricks. That kind of threw me off. And I thought, and that's what kind of swung me to thinking, you know what? As much as I prefer Osimhen, but for me, I need someone that scores hat-tricks, man. I'm tired of having strikers who are good on the wing, good with the play, 1-2 and scoring 1 goal, 2 goals, and everyone's saying, yeah, but the build-up. Listen, I don't care. I want someone who's just going to score goals. I want him to score. Yeah, I want him like Ruud van Nistelrooy level. Score and be fuming he didn't get the 4th and 5th. Yeah. And we don't have that right now. So to go away to Seville, who's going to score the goals, big man?
Martial. Man dropped the big man in, yeah.
Well, tell me, who's going to score the goal, big man? Who's going to do it?
He was like, someone.
Maybe Rashford if he comes in. You know what I mean?
Say Martial 2 goals.
Everyone's saying Martial. Like I will say Martial, but would I put my mortgage or my house on Martial scoring the goals for us?
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I want that striker.
You don't have a mortgage.
Who thought Sabitzer was going to score 2 last week? Only Cass, to be fair.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I know Cass, because Cass has been.
Anthony's a big game player, man.
Anthony. Anthony's going to score the hat-trick to put us through.
He's going to shoot over the bar 4 times first.
To be fair, when you deep it, yeah. Since the Everton game, maybe even the Brentford game, I think Anthony, with the actual chances he's had, could have easily had
Yeah.
minimum 5 goals.
Yeah, bro. Look
Yeah,
at the
minimum.
Brentford game
You're
the
right.
other
Yeah.
day.
Oh my word! Like this guy's been
Yeah.
on fire since Brentford. You
Yeah.
know, like,
I
and
agree.
it's
I know
like
Saeed's
he's only
happy, so Saeed's backing him from the hills, man.
we've been doing it for time. We just say we're frustrated with him, but we're not giving up on him. Just
Like, he's
frustrated.
getting better. He's coming better. Do you know what? This game will suit him
Next
tomorrow as
season,
well.
he'll put them
because-
away.
Only one I'm
Next
going to be
season,
looking at
he'll put
tomorrow.
them away.
Jaden Sancho better be having a good game.
Do you know what though?
I'm
I've got a
out-
question for you,
I'm
lot.
out
Do you know? I got a
patience.
question for you, lot. Then with Jaden Sancho, yeah,
Hmm.
because of like the way he's played. Because against Forest, he grew into the game when Man United got better in the second half, but he's still frustrating in terms of he's quite weak on the ball. The stuff he's normally good at in terms of retention in little pockets, his little passes ain't really coming off. And I just feel like, yeah, we were just discussing it. I don't feel like he's 100% convicted in what he's doing. So he gets the ball and he has a decision, but then he's like and ahhing, and then that's causing him to make
Second-guessing, yeah.
mistakes. You know what it is? It reminds me of when players were playing under Jose Mourinho, and you know Mourinho used to kill people's confidence, and then they'll be scared of like making a mistake, so they don't do it.
But
It's like
against
Sancho-
Seville, guys.
One second,
against
Musa, I know you're
No,
itching.
no.
I know you're itching. Don't worry, you're coming.
Because
you're
I
coming,
missed
know.
something last week. And no one told me about it. Everyone was quiet. I didn't know he put away an offside goal.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah,
Don't claim
yeah,
that. Don't
yeah.
do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying the way he did it.
Yeah, was
was
good.
calm.
But
I didn't
what
know he
feel-
done that.
but what I feel like, Musa, is that he's playing like he's worried about getting things wrong. And you know, there's a ball that came through from Fernandez, and it's like hit it on your left foot. He cuts back in on it, and he cuts back
That's
in.
the
And,
one.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like he's just more worried about passing it too much. It's like, bro, do you know what, Sancho? I'm actually, if you're watching, be selfish. Just shoot. Because I don't care if it goes wrong. I want you to do your thing. And I'm hoping tomorrow, because it's a European game, I remember when he played for Dortmund away at the new camp, he cooked up Barcelona. Do you guys think that this game will suit him better because it's less physical, it's a away game, it's
Yeah,
European
of course.
style? Do you think this is the type of game that
He's
Sancho
end up
could
against
thrive?
Jesus Navas this time
I
around.
think he'll play
Yeah.
well. I think Sancho's Sancho, but I just don't think just because we're away, he's just gonna get some new level of form. I just think Sancho needs to get to play better within himself.
But
Because we've
Musa,
all
do
seen
you
that he's a
remember
crisp.
where did
Go on.
Sancho cook? Remember last year, Michael Carrick, and he played Villarreal away. Do you remember?
But he's not the same Sancho. But he's not that same Sancho right now, and that's the problem. Like Sancho
Confidence,
has
man,
got
confidence.
yes, confidence. He's got crisp passing, and you see that chance that he didn't go for that you mentioned. It reminds me of Martial. You see them, man. If it's not clear cut, they don't play games with shooting. Like that's something Martial would do, twist and turn. He makes sure that it's 100% going in. And
I
that's
like
how they
Sancho.
always
I
do
like
it.
Sancho and Delo with each other against Forest. Sancho didn't have the greatest
Yeah, they
game, but he
played
didn't have a
well.
white bagger. He just gave a box standard 6.
He played better than he played last time.
The
He
low
played
gave
better
an
than
8 and made him look good. When
I feel
Melassa and
like
Sancho, that is
Sancho,
a
you can
criminal
see-
pairing, man.
I feel like with Sancho, though, you know, with certain players, like even if they're like Bruno, you know, when his confidence is low, he's still trying and doing madness. So you feel like it's not affecting him. With Sancho, I feel like his body language is like it's apparent.
I think what
Yeah.
Cass said is also prominent in terms of he's been a steady 6 in the last couple games. The problem with Sancho, we know he can be a steady 8. He should be doing 8s, and we know he's capable of it. So when he does this average, we're like, Sancho, but really he's been safe. He's tracked back, you know, he's contributed to forward plays and he's done his bit in moments, but we know he can do better than that. So that for me, I need to see him next season. And then if he's playing games, everyone can go, you know.
What were you thinking, Corey? What are you thinking?
I'm
Sell him.
thinking Martial brace. Thinking Anthony will get on the score. But I'm thinking like a 4-1. I'll be honest. Like I think Man United are gonna be.
We don't score. I'm fuming.
I know you lot don't want to hear it.
I'm a
but I think
believer.
Man United we're gonna be fuming. Do you not think these players are hot? The fact that they drew that game.
No.
We scored 2 goals and we think we're 4-0 up. We
No,
scored 2 goals.
we're winning 1-0 or 2-0 tops.
Wait, hold on a second.
I
want
to remind people, yeah, with Sevilla, I know it's European now, but go look at their goals conceded form, home and away. You'll be surprised, very surprised.
They still
Extremely
peppered us 2
surprised.
goals in the last.
huge.
They didn't pepper
Whatever.
us. We scored their goals. We scored their.
They only need to
goals.
score 1-0. They only need to have
Yeah,
1-0 game. You know? It's not.
We went to
Home
Betis.
goals don't just
1-0.
happen without being
should
pressured.
close that game. We
It's
should
your own goals. They don't
We
just
should close that
happen.
game.
Like
We should close that game 4-0 minimum.
We went to Real Betis and won 1-0 in the same city. We can do it again.
No.
I know, but that
if
game
you,
was
if
dodgy,
you, man,
bro.
if you
That
man
first
fully
10
trust, that new spine, bro. Because let's be honest, no one spoke about it. Casemiro ain't been his elite great this season, and yeah, we all know reasons why. Because he's been on like having 4-match ban and he's lost a bit of rhythm. But Casemiro, yeah, if he's gonna have to step up tomorrow, because let's be honest, Lindelof and Maguire, I don't think, and I think Lindelof gets shut down because of Maguire more time, because they're seen as a pair, a bit like Mick Fred used to. I think Lindelof's got more in his game, but either that, the mentality of Maguire, I think he's got to settle quicker than he can, because he'll start off the game and have to grow into the game. Maguire cannot grow into the game, because the moment you give Sevilla any chance, they don't care where they're on the league, bro. It's a cup game. You're going to a potential semi-final. So because you're there in it, now your mindset's different as opposed to you're trying to win 3 points. You're trying to win a game to go cup final, because you know if you win a trophy, by the end of it, you have a possibility to. It also automatically kind of brings around your season, even though you finish 13th.
Qualify for Europe next year.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro.
He's dodgy. Maguire's dodgy. We might be in problems.
He does this thing, where he holds on to his own players and not even the other players and drags them. I've seen it so many times.
When he got booked the other day, inside 3 minutes, that was a proper Maguire foul. I was like, man,
do you know what? Do you know why I don't think it was a penalty? I think because the ball was coming over and he wasn't actually watching the ball until literally the last second. Then he tried to go for the head.
Maguire's an op. You know what? He's an op. You know why he's an op? It's like back in the day when you were young and you're trying to get away from somewhere, and your friend's slower than you, so he holds on to you, so you don't pace him out and get away.
Luckily,
Sevilla,
they're pulling him in there.
Luckily, you say Montiel's injured, luckily for the pass, they've got no pace, which helps Maguire. The only thing is, again, I'll say it.
Do you know what? That guy's jumping. And I think he's gonna be bullying Lindelof in the air, man.
I know, but he's a handful, man. He's
not actually good, but he's a nuisance, and I hate nuisance.
Yeah.
In the World Cup, man. Mamo's a nuisance, man. Just peeling off defenders,
knockdowns, and all this.
Yeah, man. You know,
Casemiro's game was better last time, because I agree with that.
You don't remember when he first joined Man United in Asia? Like, literally, he had to grow into the game. He had to get a few games under his belt before he
McTominay was holding his place for a bit.
Yeah.
I actually feel against Forest as well. I still feel like Casemiro's legs haven't caught up yet. I'm still like thinking tomorrow he's not even 100% from him.
But he doesn't need to be 100% tomorrow in a game.
No, he doesn't. If we can't beat these lot, man, like, I'm not saying it's obviously if we go out, I get it. We go out with they've got European heritage, but still, I'm not going into it like I'm playing City away and thinking we can't win them. We can go there and beat them.
Sounds like a dumb question, because there's going to be a slight bit of English bias based on what we naturally know of the league. But do you think playing Nottingham Forest away is harder than playing Sevilla away based on this season?
No, just because it's 8 o'clock at European quarterfinal, I'm gonna say
because I'm just not okay. But by the anomalies of time and those bits, in terms of just
and they're a better team.
Just So for example, if Notts Forest played Sevilla in away 1 game each year, who do you think will come out on top? They played 2 legs, 1 home away. Who do you think come on top?
Sevilla come on top. Forest
based on this team. Okay.
Only because they can defend better than Nottingham Forest as well, man. Nottingham Forest couldn't even defend. I think you
know what?
They could defend at least 2 bags of 4. You know what I mean? Just compact. They can do that compact.
I don't think there's much in it though. I honestly don't believe there's much in it. If Sevilla,
go on, Corey.
That's why Corey thinks we score 4. Then
I think we're wishing them 4. I think we are wishing them 4. I can't lie. I need to see it. Do you know why? Because the lick back needs to be so sweet. Yeah, so sweet. Like,
but who are we giving 4? Who's crap? Like, who's crap in the Prem that we gave 4 to? Like, we didn't give
Brentford in
the Prem. We didn't give Nottingham Forest 4. Why are we going to give Seville 4?
Bro, we don't score enough goals.
We watched Nottingham Forest 3, 2, 3, and then another 2. Like, these lot didn't score 1 goal against us in like 3 fixtures against us.
Look at Liverpool, man. Liverpool have been bad this season. 7 against us, 6 against Leeds, 9 against Bournemouth. Like, this is what Man United's next task is to do: score more.
Dominate it.
Yeah,
we need to slap. This team needs to get slapped. I can't like the lick back, Martial. I can't express so much. The lick back needs to be so sweet. Like, I don't want anyone thinking, it's just gone back to these sides. Like, there's a chance we can get 7 put up past us again. Like that needs to stop. We need to put that stuff to bed. Like, heritage or not. Like, you need to understand. One, it may sound cliche. we are Manchester United. Like, we should be going to this side here based on our form, based on how we played this season against every single team, and we should be beaten. We should be beating this team.
We're gonna win, but it's gonna be hard work that's gonna affect our game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work. We have to work hard for this. You're right.
It's gonna affect, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
Maybe.
It's gonna affect the game against Brighton. We're gonna
I
work
can't see us
hard.
winning both. I agree.
No, but that's to say it's
I
gonna
don't,
affect our game.
I don't
because
think,
it's
I don't
hard
think we're
work.
beating Brighton. I can't lie. I don't think we're beating Brighton.
Do you know what, man?
I do.
I want to see what you're thinking. What? Who you starting right back? Dalot or Wan-Bissaka?
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka's the hardest out. He's the hardest out.
Easy.
Trust me, hardest out.
Wan-Bissaka's the hardest
Yeah,
out.
bro. Okay, now that's cool. I'm Wan-Bissaka all day. I want to see if anyone was going to say Dalot. I want to hear why.
I think Wan-Bissaka and Dalot on the left. I can't lie. I was surprised on Dalot on the left. I didn't think he was.
I was
No,
falling
he's
for it.
not.
I was
He's
falling
not.
for it.
Yeah, Cass was.
You know what? I don't even want Wan-Bissaka to go, you know. I can't even lie.
I don't know why people
don't do
think
that.
Dalot can't go. Why do
Don't-
people
don't
think
do
it's
that.
Wan-Bissaka? Why
Don't do
doesn't
that.
anyone think Dalot can leave?
Yeah, Dalot
We can
leave.
leave, bro. You can.
Because I keep hearing
Everyone
rumbles
thinks
about a contract for Dalot. That's why.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
People
why,
think
yeah.
it's Wan-Bissaka, it's Dalot that's going to stay, but I feel like you can find replacements for the way Dalot plays. You just can't find a replacement for Wan-Bissaka.
Nah.
You
And you
know
know what?
where-
Every big game, yeah. Do you know what I've clocked? Barcelona started Dalot. The game against there was another game. Newcastle Cup final started Dalot. What's happened both big games? Wan-Bissaka's coming at half-time. Start him tomorrow. I'm not having this half-time business. Start Wan-Bissaka tomorrow,
Yeah,
and he
but I
helps
swear-
Ryan Lindor.
Yeah. Dalot started. Then
Yeah,
came
bro.
off, innit?
Come
Wan-Bissaka
on.
came on
Twice,
and
two biggest games of the year. Cup
Locked him
final
up.
Barcelona.
He locked him up.
And then he moves into the midfield and starts moving like Makalele in midfield. That's my guy. That's my guy. Wan-Bissaka, yeah.
I need to
Nah,
see
it's true,
Martial. The lick back I need to see from Mama.
Yeah, Corey. Corey. We've had two
Remember,
games of it. And look at us.
Remember the loan, bro? Like he went on loan for these man, and he just stunk it up there.
I know.
That's something to prove
And
this
then
time,
last
man.
week, the assist for the
Oh,
assist, and then the
I'm
assist.
sorry. I need
Yeah,
to see
man,
two
we
from
need
Martial.
Tony
I
tomorrow,
won't
man.
be. I won't be satisfied until I see
The
two
way
from
you two are happy, bro. Like I'm just looking at that.
Yeah,
pillar.
man.
What do you
Corey,
do off
man,
camera
we
with
just
that
run up
pillar,
a
bro?
Martial show
That's-
together, man. It's
That's
crazy.
much, bro. You do the most with that pillar off camera. I know.
People not seeing it. The lick back needs to be crazy.
I know. People are realizing, man. This is why I stick by the brothers, man. This is what I'm saying.
You know what?
It's bad. We all know it's bad, but the brother don't want to stay fit. So what can we
If
do?
you don't want to stay fit, you know.
Musa,
Well,
so
you
you
know, like,
don't
like,
Musa, so you don't
leave him alone,
Musa.
fam. Leave him
You
alone.
enjoy him while he is fit. That's what you
No,
do.
I'm happy
yeah,
for
yeah.
him. Martial's my guy. Tony's he's my guy. I've always been Team Martial.
So he
But it
smiles.
gets to a point, it's like Van der Beek. That's my guy. But I see him celebrating birthdays. Where the brother's not about.
26, man. Crazy. I'm sure he came in when he was like 22 or something. When did he come in the football club? When he
That's
was
what I'm
like
thinking.
Bro.
22, 23,
Man, it's tough.
23, I think, bro.
22,
26.
20,
Time
23.
flies. Time
And
flies, man. It's
mad.
mad, you know, man.
Injuries.
No, you know him though. Sabitzer is basically what we thought Donny was gonna be, though. Let's be honest.
Nah, I never thought that, man. I never
No, but
thought
I
that.
think Donny was the real deal.
Nah,
so
I
you
never-
If we were seeing Donny-
You know what it
if
is,
we were
yeah? You
seeing
see
from
Donny?
Ajax now in this side, I can't lie, he would be cooking.
You see players like
Absolutely.
Donny van de Beek, yeah. He's a type of profile. I'm gonna connect the profile player, not the actual players, because their careers are completely mad. Thomas Muller is world class, but people can't tell you why he's world class. He ain't got pace, he don't do skill, he ain't flary, but his IQ is world class. And
Yeah.
because of how he plays the game, some people surface level can't tell you why Thomas Muller is world class. And then you're not meant to, because there is a certain quality to the game, right? Where the way you play the game is mad. Donny van de Beek, very similar profile to the way he plays. Nothing flash, but in terms of the ability to be able to find them spaces consistently and read the game is a mad skill.
Yeah, it
but
is
it's
mad.
not.
We haven't seen enough of that, man.
And that's why I think in that department he's world class. Now, when I look at Ollie didn't know how to utilize those type of IQ players. And look at the type of football he tried to play with the coaches. It's no wonder he didn't get the opportunities. Because even when he came in for in the pivot over Fred and McTominay, he was still able to produce something within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It will show a moment where he at least deserved the time, but he never got the time and opportunity. And I think from the humanistic side, put the talent to one side. When you treat players like that, you don't really have a backbone. Because Donny's a nice guy, man. Let's be honest. He's got number 34 on the back because Obviously, his brother who passed, we can't like, you know, the way he went outside to the Ajax fans, like he's clearly a very emotional, sensitive man. And I think when you get treated in that way, because let's be honest, he could have kicked off bare times. And the only one time he showed frustration when he didn't get brought on as a sub after about a whole season and a half not playing, like begging for a chance, and everyone saying he should be playing. And even then, still had the respect and dignity just to go, let me work on and try. So I don't think he's the personality to go like Ronaldo, have a bit about him and say, Bredry, he needs to put me on the pitch, you know. I don't think he's got that. And I think because he's been treated the type of way, like he's now looking less of himself. Then he got the injury. Then he went to Everton not because of his flipping what do you call it? Not because of football because he could have gone Palace, and I think it would have been better with the system that they play. But he's gone to Everton, a worse run club, because I think was his baby's being born or something.
Yeah.
So even then, he's a family man. So he's not come into the right environment to thrive, and he's not had the right management to showcase that talent. And I think that's why he's been hard done by. And people said he's shit. I never think he's shit. I think talent-wise, because I understand, or I feel like I understand how he plays the game, I can see how that can be beneficial for someone like Ten Hag, even when Ollie had him. But because he's now in a Sancho situation from a mental perspective, he's having to regrow that. I don't think he's going to grow that back because I don't think he's got the minerals to do it. And I think that's why we won't get the best out of him. So I will never question his talent, but I think now we're going to have to get rid of him because, and that'll pain me to say, but I think we're going to have to get rid because I don't think he's going to have the opportunity. Ten Hag, when Ten Hag came in, do we really think that the Van der Beek he let go, he saw the same Van der Beek that he walked into?
Nah, I don't think he did. No.
Bro,
He didn't.
You might ruin
That's
him.
my case.
You know what? Everyone's saying the Bruno in the 8 position, yeah. I'll be real. If Bruno was in that 8 and Van der Beek was in the 10, and then Martial up top.
Oh,
Transition, no.
I don't know, man.
I'm with you.
I know you guys don't want to hear it. I know it don't make sense.
I don't want to hear it, and I know why I don't want to hear it.
Trust me, Van der Beek through ball to Martial, you know where it's going.
And guess what? Okay, cool.
And
You know what?
When
we get counter attack, Corey, and when we're trying to get up the pitch, Corey, where's the pace coming from? Go on, tell me how good our transition is gonna be, bro. Because every single one of those players, Casemiro, Bruno, and that can't get on that pitch quick enough. They can't.
What?
They can't. Positional game might be great, but nah, bro. No, it's too slow.
All you need is
It's too slow. Stop thinking about FIFA, G. It's not FIFA, fam. Come on, man. There's a reason.
Casemiro and Bruno both can do a good long pass.
Nah, bro. Who's running in that midfield, man?
Van der Beek's not a long ball player. This is why Eriksen can thrive in that role just about.
You don't need that. You need Van der Beek to occupy certain
No, we
positions.
don't, man. It lacks. It
In
lacks,
between
bro.
the midfield and defense, and he can do a pass.
I know Donny van der Beek. Donny can play for Pep.
You look at James.
I know Donny can play for Pep.
And he still wouldn't start.
Donny will play for Pep. No one starts for Pep. No one starts for Pep.
Yeah, but he's not the
No
main.
one
He's not
starts.
taking
This
KDB.
is
He's not taking
conversation.
Bernardo. He's not
This
getting
is
over Gundogan.
conversation.
He's going to
This
be like fifth choice.
conversation.
He is a
Like fifth
Gundogan.
choice player, man.
He would. He's a good one, 100%.
He's a Gundogan.
And that's my
And he's
point.
nowhere near as
No
good
one
as Gundogan.
starts.
He's nowhere
That's
near
my
as good.
point.
No one says he was good. He is a Gundogan.
He is.
Yeah, no, but he's nowhere near as good. He'll be like a
No,
fifth
he's
choice
a
player.
good
But
yeah,
what I'm
Van der
saying
Beek
is the
is too
quality when De
tippy-tappy,
Bruyne
man.
was out and people were trying to put De Bruyne in team of the seasons, this, and Gundogan came in and dominated. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, well, obviously
Don't compare
KDB,
Donny van der Beek. Don't compare Donny to
even though they were still getting the mad output."
When Pep starts
There's
pepping
levels.
and starts playing his players and then they turn up, then everyone starts to rate. Other than that, everyone's saying they're okay, they're a 7 out of 10. Then when he gives them a run in the team and they start giving 8 and 9 out of 10 performances, then everyone starts saying, yeah, they're the guy.
They're
And it's
the
the
main
same
guy.
for Donny. If Donny was in a Pep team, he would have walked in there as a 7 out of 10. Everyone will be saying he's a 7.
And
When he
this is-
starts
this
to
is in
ball
the
in the
Pep team.
system and starts doing his thing, everyone will start saying, yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's a
And
good
that's
player.
what
I
think.
agree with Nige,
I
man. It's
think
just a
the-
system thing.
I believe, yeah. What nice how you broke it down was the best way you could have about done in terms of how it can be with Muller. But I think in terms of United, I think we're always bogged down on this first 11. When Pep don't have it, I see people like Pep just don't have this first 11. He has a few players maybe in
Strong
defense.
22, man.
Yeah, he has a strong 22. And Man City, fans, they just get on with it. We're always thinking about who has to start on the right, who has to start on the left, the midfield, and Pep would just, bench like like Kevin De Bruyne and bench.
The problem is we haven't got that right now, so we need to think about where we are right now. Like you got to think.
No, but the problem is when we want to buy a player, the first thing the fan base says, where is he going to play? Who is he going to take?
No, brother. In my personal opinion, whenever a player gets bought, besides from obviously the dire situation you've got up top with Martial being injured and Wout Weghorst, so any top class number 9 will most probably start. I can't lie, you're not starting. Like let's make that for sure. Like you've got to sit on the bench, watch us play. Like you get your 15 minutes towards the end of the game. Like that's what happens. Like for me personally, I've always seen it as, even from before, when you come to Manchester United, there's no free pass. Like you don't get in because we're doing bad at the time. Like you get in if you put the work in. If you come in and when you have those 20 to 15 minutes of game time, you do something to show that you're worthy of starting the next time. Until then, bro, you're on the bench. There isn't
100%, man.
I really see you as a youth player, brother. Like when you're coming in, you get your little 5-10 minutes here and there. Go and show me what you got. Like you can't come in and start. No one's doing that.
We've given him opportunity to start as well.
You guys see
Let's be honest, man. But listen, we got to do the predictions tomorrow before we wrap up. I'm going to say United to win 3-1. Kaz, what are you saying?
I'm going to sit by Corey, man. I'm going 4-1, man. Fuck, forget it. Like, man, I'm just going to run with it. I don't mind. Why not? I think we're going to kill them early.
Neji, what are you saying?
I can't trust the mentality is going to be on point from Margaret, man, and I don't think De Gea's got an angle. Vicky, Linda, and Margaret, man, them two.
I respect. You got to respect Maguire touch, man. Like, look, I don't think you don't have to. Actually, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
No, I do.
I'm saying.
It calls for
so
it.
basically, look.
Yeah.
I know Maguire's had his own goal, but other than that, he's actually played quite well.
No, listen,
Brother, he should have got sent off the last game.
But he was on a yellow card, and he maintained and he bullied a Winnie.
Man, handballed it.
You know what it's like, yeah. Let me keep 100. I say Margaret for old time's sake. That's what I used to call him when he used to piss man off, bro. But at this stage as it is right now, he's had a good 3-4 games. I just don't think mentally, because he come out with them mad statements, puts pressure on himself, and it's like, nah, bro, just do your thing. I think he's going to be the weakest link, and I think if Seville sniff that, it's game over. So I think our chances or our start relies on him. So I'm going to go with the prediction of a 1-1 and an extra time to win.
Okay. What are you saying, Corey?
No, I'm saying 4-1, isn't it? 4-1 there. Martial brace.
Martial 5 goals. Watch.
Anthony gets on the score sheet. Rashford might come in and get me a goal too. Who knows?
Is Rashford back? Is he fully back?
Yeah, he's going to be on the bench at least.
The benches, yes.
Yeah, the bench at least.
A little 4-1 there.
Yeah. Musa, what are you saying?
I'm saying 2-1 and they score first just to wake us up. Yeah. How about that? They're going to score first to wake us up when everyone's out there hyping. It's that. They're going to score first. Everyone's going to start looking around, squeaky bum time. You know what I'm saying? and then we're going to turn up. And then all of a sudden we're going to kick into gear, get one back and win 2-1. Because we don't score more than 2. 2's our 4-0.
Say no.
Iron, what are you saying? Martial,
man. Nah. I wish I'm gonna keep it humble. We're gonna win 2-1, man. And then I think my boy's grabbing a goal. And I'll ring him on the way back and just big him up from all you, man. And then we move from there, man.
I beg, yeah. I beg next time you go to a game, get there early, bro. Get that raw.
You know what? I should, baby would say to me, he should
actually
he needs to know who you are. Like,
Trust
what I'm saying?
Always father, man.
Innit? Roll with father, be like, yo, Martial, man, it's time, man.
Yeah,
it's a breath of fresh air to have him back, man.
Hopefully, hopefully stay injury free and we get the win tomorrow, man. And then Sunday we've got another big one, man. So, by the way, quickly, anyone know if we go through, is the semi-final second leg or first leg at home?
I don't know. I think it was on the draw in it. You have to have a draw.
They've done it, but I couldn't remember what it was.
They've done it.
No, we got either Juventus.
We got Juventus or Sporting, but one of the first legs will see you home.
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't really care.
I have to pull up, man.
We were put up against them. We were put up against them. So I think we're home.
Hopefully, you have the away leg first.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's get past Sevilla, man, and then hopefully we can panic over
exactly.
Brighton.
We got to get past Sevilla, man. So
Yeah, no,
listen, big
One
up to
game at a
everybody
time,
who's-
eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Big up to everybody who's locked in. Still over 500 in here. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you follow up all the Mandem. Kaz, Naji's channel as well. Big Six Bands, Musa. Make sure you follow Tyro, Never a Foul, Trafford Tunnel. Make sure you support everyone. Links are in the description. All their channels are there. So big up to everybody who's locked in, man. And like I said, people, man, big game tomorrow, man. So hopefully we get the 3 points. Watch along tomorrow as well, as usual. Big up the Mandem for rolling through as usual. We'll be back as well next time, people. Same time next week. Hopefully talking about, going through to the semi-finals and also going through to the final of the FA Cup, man. So it's a big week for Manchester United, man. So big up to everybody who's locked in. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Peace.